Hello all. In this lecture we will see second part of strings, that is how to do character manipulation, and also we have some string inbuilt functions. So we will see about these two topics. So this is so we'll first see about character manipulation functions in C. So character manipulation functions are included in this header file hash include ctype.h. So it contains all the character manipulation functions. So we have different character manipulation functions. So C-type functions fit into two categories. One is to test a particular character and other thing is for manipulation. So testing and manipulation type of functions are there in the ctype.h. So mainly we have three manipulation and the rest are all testing functions. So we'll see the different character functions. So this is alpha numeric is al num. So this means it will return. So it should be read like this: returns a non-zero. So non-zero means true, zero means false. So it returns a non-zero if a letter of the alphabet, that is uppercase or lowercase, or a number is there. So if ch is a letter, that means if it can be a to is a capital letter or small letter, or if it is a number, it will return a non-zero value, that is it is true. So you can, this is actually testing functions. These are all testing functions. Is alnum. Then we have is alpha. It will check whether it is an uppercase or lowercase letter of the alphabet. If there is ch is any other type of character, then it will return 0. Then is ASCII CH. So an ASCII value, if it is an ASCII value in the range of 0 to 3 or to 127, it will return true. Is blank of ch. It will return a tab or space or another blank character. If it is a white space or if it is a tab or any other blank characters, then it will return a non-zero value. Then is digit of ch. So if ch is a digit from 0 to 9, 0, 1, 2, 3, or any digits up to 9, then it will return a non-zero value. So all this ch is a single character. Okay, so we are using this character functions for see whether it should check to test a character. So all these are testing functions. Then is graph is there. So it will check whether it is any printable character except for the space. So this tab, space, all these are not printable characters. So if it is not such kind of characters, it will return a non-zero value, that it will return a true. Okay, is graph. Then we have is lower thing. So it will check whether it is a lowercase alphabet A to Z. It will return a non-zero value if it is a lowercase. Then is number is there. It is same as is digit. Okay, is number and is digit are same. We have already seen that. It will return a non-zero value if it is a digit from 0 to 9. Then is print of ch. So any character that can be displayed including the space. So it will be considering the space also. If it is a printable character, is print will check whether it is a printable character. Okay, non-blanks and also white spaces are included in this is print. So all these are also testing functions. Okay, then is punctuation is there. If it is a punctuation symbol, if it will check whether it is a punctuation symbol, then it may be alphabetic or numeric or blank, it can be anything. Then is space of ch. It will check whether it is a white space character, a space, a tab, a form field, or an enter, anything for it can be any of these characters. Okay, then is upper ch. So it is same as is lower. It will check whether it is an uppercase letter from a to z. So all these are character manipulation testing functions. Now I will show some three character manipulation functions. So to ASCII to CH means CH will be converted to that ASCII code. Okay, CH means if you enter A, then A will be converted to the corresponding ASCII code, which will range from 0 to 127. To lower CH, so CH if we enter as lowercase letter, it will be converted to a uppercase letter. So if CH is small letter A, then it will be converted to uppercase A. Sorry, lowercase a. So if we are entering capital A, then it will be converted to lowercase a. Then we have two upper function also. It's the reverse of that thing. The uppercase of that character ch will be printed. Okay. So these are all character functions. You will see an example program, then you will understand how to use this thing. Vim string a.c. So this is an example for this character manipulation. So we have included another ctype.h, stdio.h, and also ctype.h. This is a main function. So we are declaring a character array here, phrase. So this is a string, and we are not specifying the space, and we are entering a lengthy string here. Within double quotes, we are entering some value. When in the course of human names, some string is there. So it's a very lengthy string. So all the strings will be stored in this phrase array, and it will be terminated by a slash 0. Okay. Now we are going to find, this program will check how many characters are there in the string. So we don't know the length of the string. So it will check the length of the string. Then it will check how many number of alphabets are there, how many blank spaces are there, and also how many punctuation symbols are there. Okay. So we'll be doing all this manipulation in this array, phrase array. Okay. So we are declaring some variables here. I'll just separate this thing. So I'll separate a space. So this is the whole character array. So you can enter any length of string because we are not specified this space. So the whole characters will be stored at this phrase array. Now we are declaring some variables in index, then alpha, then blank space, and punctuation. Okay, so this is to store the number of alphabets, number of blank spaces, and this is to store number of punctuation, and this is to index through the array. So it is similar to I. You can see use I also. So we are initializing alpha, blank, and punctuation to 0. Now index is also initialized to 0. Now phrase of index means the first character, that will be capital W. Okay. Now we are using a while loop here. While phrase of index. Index is 0 now. Phrase of 0. Phrase of 0 means this capital W. So it is true. So while phrase of W means if there is some character, it will repeat this loop until this slash 0 occurs. Slash 0 means the end of the string. That is the last character. So that is a null character. So until that null character occurs, this loop will be repeated. So this loop will be repeated until that slash 0 occurs. So phrase of index means first character W, capital W. So inside this if we have a if statement here, it will check if is alpha. So we have already seen is alpha to check whether it is an alphabet or not, and we are inside this bracket we have to enter some ch values. One character should be there. So it is phrase of 0. Phrase of 0 means the first character. So is alpha capital W. So it is true. So it is true. So what it does, alpha plus plus will be done. Alpha will be, that is alphabet will be incremented by 1. So W is the alphabet, so it will be incremented. Then it will check another if statement is there, is blank of phrase of index. Phrase of 0, it is W is blank of W, it is false. It will return a 0 value. So this won't happen. Then it will check whether it is punctuation of phrase of 0. It is also false. So punctuation, this won't be incremented. Then after that what it does is index is incremented. Index becomes 1 now. Then this is the end of the loop. So it will check here while phrase of 1, phrase of 1 means h is there. So it is false now. Sorry, it is true. It is true now. So it will again come inside this. It will again check if is alpha phrase of 1. Phrase of 1 is h now. So it is true. So alphabet will be incremented by 1. Like that it will go on repeating this. So whenever an alphabet occurs, alpha plus plus will be done. Whenever a blank space occurs, if that character is a blank space, blank plus plus will be incremented. Whenever there is a punctuation symbol, this punctuation will be incremented. and it will go on repeating until the last slash 0 occurs. When it becomes slash 0, it will come out of the loop and it will print f. The total number of characters is percentage d, that is index will be printed. So index will start from 0, and if there are 300 characters, then the index will be 300. At that time it will be 300. So 300 means there are total number of 300 characters. So that 300 will be printed as the total number of characters here. Then total number of alphabets, it will be alpha. Alpha will be printed. Number of blank spaces whenever that blank space occurs. So here we have a blank space. After the n there is a blank space. After n there is another blank space. After e there is another blank spaces. All these blank spaces will be counted when this loop is repeated. Okay. If there is no alphabet, then it will check whether it is a blank space. If it is not blank space, then it will check whether it is a punctuation symbol. So it will simply increment, and we are simply printing all these things. Okay. We will compile this. Now we will run this. So if you run this program, the total number of characters, it is 406. Total number of alphabets is 330, and number of blank spaces 70, and number of punctuation is 6. Now you can get the total also. 330 plus 70, it is 400. 400 plus 6 is 406. That is total number of characters is 406. So in this way you can run. So what it does is it simply checks. So is alpha, is blank, is punctuation, everything is testing. So it will simply test a single character. We are simply testing a single character. Phrase of 0, that is a single character. W will be checked. Okay. So this will be simply checking a single character wise. Okay. And you will be simply printing. Now we will see the string functions. We have different string functions like string copy. So these are the some of the string functions. strcpy. So all these string functions are included in the header file string.h. For character we have ctype.h. For strings we have some inbuilt functions. String.h is there. So we will see one each function separately. This is strcpy of s1 comma s2. What it does is it copies string s2. So the s1 and s2 are two strings. So it will copy s2 into string 1. Okay. So what it does is it will simply copy this string s2 into s1. Then we have strcat of s1 s2. So it is actually concatenation. So it concatenates string s2 onto the end of s1. So after s1, s2 will be copied. Okay. That is, it appends the string contained by s2 to the end of string s1. So s2 will be appended to s1, and the terminating null character of s1 will be overwritten. So it will be the terminating character of s1. There will be a slash 0 for s1. It will be overwritten. Then copying stops that once the terminating character of s2 is gone. Okay. So we will see each example, then you will understand this. So we have string9.c. So this is an example for string copy strcpy. So we have a string s1 of 50 length, and I have simply a string 1 here, string 1. Okay, this is a string space 1. Now str2 of 50, we have this string str2. I am gonna copy it into s1. Now we are using string copy function. So this is included in string.h header file. So you have to include this string.h header file. Then you have to copy this strcpy in within brackets s1 comma s2. What it does is s2 will be copied to s1. Now you will be printing this s1 using percentages. You will be printing this s1. So what happens is, so this string 1 will be overwritten by this string. The whole string will be printed. Okay, we can run this program. GCC string 9 dot c. Now dot slash a dot out, you can see that string s1 is percentage s will be printed like this. String 2 I am gonna copy it into s1. So this has been copied into s1. So we are printing actually s1. So s1 has become string 1. So I'll show another example, then you will understand this. So I'll write something else here. So what I will do is I will just delete this thing. Okay, I'll write hello. I'll delete this thing. I have simply written hello, and I'll delete this thing also. Simply I'll write world here. Okay, HELO, let it be like that itself. Hello world. So I have S1 is hello and S2 is world. Now I am copying S2 to S1, and I am printing here S1. S1 is being printed. So S1, after copying, what happens? S2 will be copied to S1, and if I print S1, instead of getting hello, world should be printed. Okay, GCC string 9.c and dot slash a dot out, you can see that string s1 dub world will be printed. So that's the use of string copy function. Then we have string cat function which concatenates. We will see an example here. Gc vim string 10.c. So this is a string. So I have S1 of 20 characters, which is hello, and S2 of 10 characters, which is world. Now I am using str cat s1 comma s2, and I am going to print s1. So string concatenation means s1, this s2 will be appended to s1. So hello world will be printed together if I print s1, because s1 becomes hello world. So concatenation means s2 will be appended to s1. Okay, gcc string 10.c dot slash a dot out. So after concatenation, the string becomes hello world. Hello world. So hello is a string 1 and world is string 2. So string 2 will be appended to hello string 1. Okay. When we print string 1, we will get hello world. Okay. Now we will see another length, string len of s1. So it returns a length of string s1. So it is another function. We can get the length of string 1. So I'll show an example. Vim string 11.c. So here I have a string 1 of 20, and here I am initializing that string hello world, and some full stops are there, some dots are there. Now length of the string str1 percentage, it is not actually percentage d, it will return unsigned long int. This function, string length function, returns unsigned long int. Okay, so it should be LD, percentage LD should be there. It will be returning unsigned long int. So percentage string 1, percentage LD, and percentage LD will be replaced by the this thing. So this will return. This is a function strlen of str1. So it will return the length. So if it will return 1, 2, 3, this 5 plus 1, 6, then 5, 6 plus 5, it is 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So there are 16 characters. So the str1 string length, length of str1 will be 16, will be printed. Okay, gcc string 11.c dot slash a dot out, you can see that length 16 will be printed. So total length of the string will be printed here. Okay. Now after that we have string comparison strcmp s1 comma s2. So return 0 if both the strings are equal. This is comparison. So both the strings will be compared. If s1 and s2 are same string, it will return 0. If s1 and s2 are the same, less than 0 if s1 is less than s2, and greater than 0 if s1 greater than s2. Okay, we will see an example. Vim string 12.c. So this is an example. We have two strings. Hello world is there. This is S1, and S2 it is hello world. How are you is there. Now we are comparing string compare. We are using inside a loop. If strcmp S1 comma S2, so it will return if S1 and S2 are 0, both 0, then it will return a 0. Okay, it will be 0. So 0 will be equal to 0. Then it will print string 1 and string 2 are equal. If it is not 0, it will print string 1 and string 2 are different. So we have given two different strings. Now if you run this program, string 12.c, now dot slash a dot out, you can see that string 1 and string 2 are different will be printed. Now we will give the string input here. Instead of hello world, I will give same string here, hello world. I will delete this thing. Now I have given the same strings here. Okay. Both the strings are same now. S1 and S2 are same. Both are having hello world now. Now when we compare, both will be equal to 0. So string 1 and string 2 are equal should be printed here. Now if you run this, string 1 and string 2 are equal will be printed. Okay. Now we have other functions also. strchr of s1 comma h ch, it returns a pointer to the first occurrence of that character in string s1. We won't be using such kind of functions. So it returns a pointer. It is actually an address value will be returned to the first occurrence of ch in s1. So s1 is a string and ch is a single character. So if we give a particular, so if we give hello, and if we give e, then it will return the address of that particular thing. So e's address will be returned. Then we have str of s1 comma s2. So it returns a pointer to the first occurrence of str string s2 in s1. So whenever that s2 is there in s1, it will return that occurrence. So it is actually substring. It is actually the substring. Whenever that s2 is there, if we are giving hello world and s1 is hello world and s2 is world, then whenever that world occurs, it will be returned. It returns a point. It is actually the address location. So you'll be learning about this pointer in the last module. Then we have strncat. There is strncpy also. We have strn concatenation also. S1 comma S2 comma N. So what it does is strcat is similar to strcat. It concatenates S2 to S1. So here it appends a string pointed to by S2 to the end of the string S1 up to n characters only. Since we have specified the number of characters, only n characters will be appended to S1. Instead of appending the whole string, only the first n characters of S2 will be appended. Similarly, there is strncpy S1 comma S2 comma n also. We will see in the programming example. I'll take another example, string 13.c. So this is an example. So we have two strings s1 and s2. S1 is hello world, how are you, and s2 is are. Okay. Now we are declaring a pointer. We will learn about pointers later. Now you just think that p is a pointer variable, that is it is used to store some address value. Okay. Okay. Now we have already seen this function str of s1 comma s2. So we have to catch it in a pointer. So because this function returns a pointer value, that is an address value will be returned. So we have to store that address value somewhere. So we are assigning it to a pointer variable. We will learn about this pointer later. Now you don't be confused with this thing. What it does is it will check whether s2 is there in the string. S2 is R, so it is there in the string. Whenever that IR is there in that string, it will return that pointer. So this ARU will be returned, and when we print this, if P occurs, we will be print of that string is found. First occurrence of string is percentage S in S, that will be simply printing all this S2. Percentage S will be printed by S, replaced by S2, and this percentage S will be replaced by S1 string. Is percentages, this percentages will be replaced by this P. So P will be ARU will be printed, else if it is not there, the string not found will be printed. So it will check whether that substring S2 is present in S1. If it is present, it will print that. So if it will check whether AR is present, if that AR is present, it will start printing from AR to AI. So you will simply see this. Don't worry if you don't understand this program now. You need not worry now. We will learn about pointers in the last chapter. So you'll learn about this thing. So when you run this string, you can see that first occurrence of string AR in this string, AR is ARU. So from ARU will be printed. So when you use that str comma str, it will return a pointer. The pointer will be the first occurrence of AR. So AR happens from here onwards. So ARU will be printed here. ARU will be printed here. Okay. Leave that program, don't worry now. We will see another example. Now this is another example for concatenation. So we have str1 hello s2 s world. Now we are concatenating, we are using strncat. We have already seen strcat. So it will be simply concatenation hello world. But here we are specifying the number of characters that should be concatenated as 3. So only first three characters of second string will be concatenated. That is hello WOR will be concatenated. And when you print S1, only hello WOR will be printed. We are asking to concatenate only three characters. So that is why we use strncat. Okay, don't worry about all these functions. We won't be using all these functions. We will be using only 6 functions maybe. Just to know all these things, I am telling you. So we are compiling this. When you run this program, you can see that only 3 characters will be concatenated. WOR of second string will be concatenated, and S1 will become hello word. Okay, the whole thing won't be printed. Okay. Now we will see another example. String 15.c. So this is another example for strncpy. So we have already seen strcpy. It will simply copy s2 to s1. Here this hello world and second string is s2, and this is a very big string. I am using strncpy. So you can enter anything here, and you are copying this strncpy s1 comma s2, and you are mentioning comma 25. So what it does is in strcpy the whole s2 will be copied to s1, but here the whole s2 won't be copied. Only the first 25 characters of s2 will be copied to s1. So when you print this s1, the first 25 characters of s2 will be printed. Okay, that is the use of strncpy function. Now if you compile string 15.c and ./a.out, you can see that only the first 15 character. This first 15 character is, this is string 2, I am you, up to you will be printed, only up to you. this becomes 25. The rest of the characters won't be copied. Okay, only the first 25 characters will be copied here. So that is strncpy. So this is actually full, the whole string will be copied. When you use comma, number of characters, and strncpy, only that number of characters will be copied. So these are the various string functions. So we'll be using only this strcpy, string concatenate, string length, then string compare. Maybe sometimes str will also be used. Okay. Then there are three exercises here. So this is the first exercise. You have to read a string, that is a word, store it in an array, and check whether it is a palindrome word or not. You have know what is a palindrome. Malayalam is an example for palindrome. When you reverse it also, you will get the same word. Or madam, it is a palindrome. madam. Even if you reverse it, it is a palindrome. So you have to enter a word or a string, store it in an array, check whether it is a palindrome word or not. Okay. So you have to use that character manipulation operation, or you can use that string or inside simple looping mechanism. You can do this program. Then another example, read two strings. Each one should end with a dollar symbol. So you have to terminate the string with a dollar symbol. So you have to explicitly enter. You have already seen how to enter explicitly a character. So you have to terminate that string. So if you enter hello world and hello world after D, there this dollar symbol should also be inserted. Then store them in arrays and concatenate them without using library functions. So you should not use strcat function. Without using that function, with some looping mechanism or some character manipulation functions, you have to concatenate those two strings. Okay, if you enter hello dollar in one string and world dollar in another string, you have to concatenate together hello dollar world dollar, but without using this library function. Okay, you should not use strcat function. You have to simply use character manipulation functions you can use, or you simply use loops. Then this is another exercise you have to do. Read a string ending with a dollar symbol, store it in an array, and you have to count the number of vowels in it, consonants in it, and spaces in it. So you can use that character manipulation functions to find whether, which you have to check whether there is any vowel. So you have to enter small letters, capital letters. You have to check whether you have already seen a program to find, check the whether it is a vowel or not. So same thing, it is a, you have to do it inside a loop. You have to count the number of vowels, number of consonants, and number of spaces. So we have already seen some character manipulation program. It is similar to that. So this string should also end with a dollar. So you have to explicitly enter that dollar symbol at the end of the string. That is, if you are entering hello space world, then the last dollar should be inserted after D. Okay. So these three exercises you have to do. Actually, these are also lab exercises. Okay. So that's all about string manipulation functions and character manipulation functions. Thank you.